Let's be real, crypto is chaos. Enter Pi Network, a project that's promised a revolution from your phone, but for years felt like a lottery ticket you couldn't cash. Then suddenly, things changed. On June 28, 2025, Pi dropped their Pi 2-day announcement, unleashing new tools, including, of course, AI. After years of tapping a button for coins you couldn't spend, Pi finally went live. The market? It went wild. Prices soared, crashed, and left everyone wondering, is this the next Bitcoin or just a science fair project? The latest announcements are all about real value, new apps, a startup fund, and even buying coffee with Pi. New apps, a startup fund, and even buying coffee with Pi. The big question, is Pi a true crypto revolution or just a clever way to get millions to watch ads? The team's answer, we're real, we have a plan, and we're building an ecosystem. This isn't just about a coin anymore. It's about a platform where that coin actually does something. It's a high-stakes gamble, and you, the longtime app user, are suddenly part of it. Your digital coins might finally be useful, or just a funny number forever. The Pi team's roadmap is packed with buzzwords. Utility, Web3, decentralization. Utility, Web3, decentralization. So, let's break it down. What did they announce? What does it mean? And should you care? Buckle up. Quick rewind, what is Pi Network? Imagine two Stanford PhDs deciding crypto should be as easy as tapping your phone while waiting for the bus. Launched on Pi Day 2019, Pi promised crypto for everyone, no supercomputers, just a smartphone and a daily tap. Millions joined, drawn by the chance to mine a new coin for free. The user base exploded to over 47 million pioneers. But for years, Pi existed in an enclosed mainnet. Coins could move between users, but not out into the real world. Instead of proof of work, Pi uses the Stellar Consensus Protocol, energy light, social, and based on trust circles. The team insisted on a slow build to create a robust network before opening to the market. Critics called it pointless or a data grab, but the community stayed loyal, building apps and waiting for the open mainnet. In early 2025, the wait ended. Pi finally stepped into the wild. The coin could now be traded, and the real test began. Years of anticipation turned into a frenzy of speculation. The stage was set for Pi's next chapter, and that's when things got really interesting. After 6 years, Pi's open network mainnet launched on February 20th, 2025. Suddenly, Pi could be traded on exchanges, real value, real money. The price? It exploded, peaking at $2.91 within a week. Early adopters saw potential windfalls, and the community celebrated. But what goes up must come down. The price crashed by 91%, dropping below 30 cents. Euphoria turned to a harsh lesson in crypto volatility. By October, Pi hovered around 27 cents, a brutal correction. The hype faded, but the core community doubled down, arguing that Pi's real value was in its utility, not its price. The crash separated speculators from true believers. The Pi core team knew they had to shift the narrative. Their answer, build a real economy, not just a speculative token. The Pi 2-day event was their chance to prove it. The next phase was all about utility. Pi 2-day, June 28, 2025, arrived with huge expectations. The community needed hope after the price roller coaster, and the core team teased one word, AI. The reveal? A suite of AI-powered tools to supercharge development on Pi. These tools make it easier for developers to build decentralized apps, DApps, on the network. Features include smarter security, streamlined user verification, and enhanced app functionality. The message: Pi isn't just a coin, it's a platform. Alongside AI, new dApps and partnerships were announced. Gaming, social, finance, all within the Pi ecosystem. The goal, a circular economy where Pi is actually useful. By empowering developers, Pi hopes to spark a wave of innovation and create must-have apps. It's ambitious, but the intent is clear. Pi wants to be more than just another crypto. The party's just getting started. A coin you can't spend is just a hobby. Pi's team knows this, so they're pushing for real-world use. Enter PiFest, a global event where over 125,000 merchants accepted PI for goods and services. Using the map of Pi, 1.8 million users found local businesses accepting PI, from bakeries to barbershops. This proved there's real demand for a Pi-based economy. Beyond local commerce, Pi launched a Web3 naming system, .pi domains for wallet addresses, logins, and branding. The first auction drew 57,000 bidders, all using PI. To fuel innovation, Pi Network Ventures launched a $100 million fund for Pi native startups. The goal: attract developers, build killer apps, and bootstrap a thriving ecosystem. These moves lay the foundation for a self-sustaining digital economy. Pi is betting big on real utility. The experiment is underway. For years, Pi's biggest headache was KYC, identity verification. Without it, users couldn't move their coins to the mainnet. The process was slow and buggy, leaving millions in limbo. In 2025, the core team rolled out fixes, a KYC sync button, and partial wallet activation for those still waiting. These updates weren't flashy, but they were crucial. By mid-2025, over 13 million users had passed KYC and migrated their coins. More users with access means more economic activity and more selling pressure. Robust KYC is key for compliance and legitimacy, especially as regulators crack down on anonymous crypto. It's not glamorous, but it's essential for Pi's long-term survival. Sometimes, the boring stuff is what makes the magic possible. Let's talk price, the number that makes or breaks dreams. PI's debut was pure chaos, a surge to 291, then a crash. In May 2025, another rally sent PI to 129, fueled by hype and rumors of a Binance listing. Trading volume exploded, whales bought in, and FOMO took over. But the rally faded fast. By autumn, PI was back to 27 cents. The price swings show PI is driven by sentiment, not utility. Yet, every announcement sends shockwaves through the market. The community hopes real-world use will stabilize the price. For now, PI is a roller coaster, exciting but unpredictable. The journey from hype to stability is just beginning. In crypto, nothing matters more than a top-tier exchange listing, especially Binance. For Pi's community, a Binance listing is the ultimate validation. Every rumor sparks a buying frenzy, but so far, no official announcements. PI trades on smaller exchanges, but hasn't cracked the big leagues. Major exchanges want proof, real trading, compliance, and long-term viability. Pi's push for utility and KYC is all about making the case for a listing. Optimists say it's inevitable. Skeptics worry about Pi's history and massive supply. A major listing could change everything overnight. Until then, it's the community's biggest hope and biggest gamble. After years of waiting, launches, crashes, and AI hype, what's next for Pi? The project is at a crossroads. A huge, loyal community and a roadmap full of real-world utility. PiFest, .pi domains, and the venture fund are steps toward a true digital economy. The dream, a crypto used by ordinary people for ordinary things. But risks remain. Wild price swings, a massive token supply, and a long road to mass adoption. Hitting sky-high prices is a fantasy with 100 billion tokens in play. The community is split: true believers versus speculators. Success depends on execution. Can Pi attract developers, merchants, and real users? The core team is playing the long game, building for the future, not just chasing hype. Pi is a grand experiment. Can you build a currency for the people? By the people? Only time will tell if it's a revolution or just another crypto fad.